Welcome to Quilt Remix, where we take a vintage pattern and give it a modern twist. I'm Kelly Bowser, and I'm here today with Jenny Kae Parks. Hi, Jenny, welcome.
Hi, thank you.
And tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
I am a quilt designer, teacher. I've got videos and patterns and all kinds of stuff, and I love fabric and quilts.
So you're an old hat at this.
Yeah.
Total old hat at this. I love it. She's going to teach me a few things. And later, I know you really are going to teach me a few things.
Yes, and you're going to share with me some stuff too.
So today, Jenny and I are going to be doing our remix version of Krisanne Watkin's Botanica quilt. And you can find this in the May-June 2017 issue of Love of Quilting. And when I saw this quilt, I don't know about you, I was a little intimidated because this is a beautiful but a little intense design. Like, I mean, Krisanne did a gorgeous job.
It is beautiful. It's
a
beautiful.
Gorgeous job. Yeah. And that I couldn't even like figure out what block this was, right? Like,
yes.
You said you even did a little online research
kind of deconstructed it. And yeah.
Right. And so for my remix version, I was like, this is a little out of my comfort zone and a little intense. I keep using this word every time I talk about this quilt, that it's intense, because I was like, there's so many pieces. I don't know how to make this. So when in doubt, for me, you just make it bigger.
Yes, that was one of my thoughts too.
So I decided to make this a bigger quilt and make one block. And I'm like, well, what's sort of my theme or my inspiration here? And I was like, I'll make a play mat for a little girl. I have a 2-year-old niece, and I wanted to make something that would be like a great outdoor blanket. And so I started playing around with pinks and the idea of ombre. And I mean, it was an evolution. It took me a couple sketches to finally get it down and to figure out how to piece it together. Because I sketched it and I thought, oh, I did a simple quilt. And then when I went to put it together, I realized maybe not so much. There was a little bit more to it.
It's a little more complicated.
So some designs can be deceiving, right?
Yes.
They look simple, but maybe are a little bit more complex. And that's sort of things you run into when you're designing your own quilt and making your own version, that you may have to stop and step back and do a little research and try to figure out, okay, what pieces do I need to make the final result? But I was happy with it in the end. I had a little, kicking myself, why did I do it this way moment. But I would love to talk about your remix version, because you're what, and I hate to categorize. I hate to categorize people, quilters, in certain things. I think we're all just quilters. But if you had to categorize yourself, you would lean more traditional.
Probably, yes.
Right.
Yes.
But for the show, we wanted you to take something more traditional and then make it a little more modern.
Right.
So I love that we have a more traditional quilter and making something modern. So this kind of gives you a whole different perspective on what modern can be. So tell us a little bit about your inspiration.
Well, and I looked at it, and I think I picked up on the same elements, really strong X's and the small boxes going all the way through everything. That was a really strong visual.
Like a graphic visual for me, like very straight lines.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I kind of took those images and just kind of picked apart those, say, okay, this is going to be the center, and just broke it apart. And that's really what mine is.
I love that.
And I love that you don't want to categorize people. One of a term that me and my friend Kate Colleran came up with is wiffle. Whatever we feel like.
I love that.
Whether it's modern, 30s, batiks,
Yes.
it doesn't matter. Wiffle, what do you feel like doing?
Yes.
And what's going to make you happy? That's what it's all about.
And that, I mean, that's sort of the point of the show. We really want you to look at some of these traditional patterns and make them yours. Whether that's still traditional, just a different twist, whether that's more modern, or whether it's somewhere in the middle, some combination. Right. And I loved your quilt, and it felt that the deconstruction element, I felt like it was like taking the block and making it fall apart.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. So thank you so much.
Yes,
and I cannot wait for you to show how you made yours, because you get to show me a new technique.
Yes.
I'm super excited. So tune in next time, where I'm going to be showing you how to use the flying geese ruler and make my remix version of Botanica. This episode of Quilt Remix Vintage Pattern Modern Twist is brought to you by Baby Lock, for the love of sewing. Tin Lizzie 18, your affordable long arm quilters. Inganero, because fabric should be fun.
Madeira, color your life. Aliso Smart Irons, fabric care reinvented for you. And Quilters Select, made specifically for quilters. Furniture for Quilt Remix was provided by Koala, fine sewing furniture custom built for you.